Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Le respect de nos identités qui font la richesse de nos cinémas. Je crois que l'heure est venue de franchir un cap supplémentaire dans notre alliance cinématographique. Et c'est la raison de ma présence ici ce soir à Mumbai. Je voudrais suggérer quelques pistes pour renforcer notre collaboration et nous donner les moyens de nos ambitions. D'abord, je veux vous encourager à suivre le chemin des coproductions franco-indiennes sur lequel plusieurs d'entre vous se sont déjà engagés. C'est, j'en suis convaincu, la meilleure manière de consolider les liens qui unissent nos deux cinémas. C'est donc avec beaucoup de joie que je vous annonce le lancement du premier fonds franco-indien d'aide au développement de coproduction. Grâce au soutien de Ciné France, dont je salue le directeur général, Julien Déris, et grâce à Choc à métrage, ce fonds permettra à des scénaristes français et indiens d'écrire à 4 mains. Et les noms des lauréats seront annoncés lors du prochain festival de Cannes.
Mr. Ashok Amritraj, Chairman and CEO, Hyde Park Entertainment. Mrs. Valérie Lepine, General Director, Film France. Mr. Hervé Michel, President, TV France International. And Mrs. Sheetal Munshaw, Director of Atu France. Moving on to the next part of this evening, I request the Honourable Minister to commence the proceedings of conferring the French honour of the Chevalier de l'Ordre National du Mérite upon Mr. Ashok Amritraj.
Mon cher Ashok, nous sommes réunis ce soir aussi pour vous dire combien la France vous est reconnaissante du travail que vous accomplissez pour le cinéma et la culture depuis plus de 30 ans. Que chacun ici prenne un instant pour songer à ce chiffre vertigineux. Grâce à vous,
Honorable Minister, Monsieur le Drian, His Excellency, Ambassador Alexander Ziegler, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored and privileged to have this great honor bestowed on me. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the French government and especially to Ambassador Ziegler. Let me take this opportunity to thank my mother, an amazing woman who has had an extraordinary influence on my life, and even at the age of 91, still continues to inspire me every day. I've had a very special and wonderful history with France and its people, from the early memories of my first trip abroad with my parents to Paris, an extraordinary city, to my first major film, Double Impact, starring a young Jean-Claude Van Damme, which was screened at the Cannes Film Festival nearly 3 decades ago, to the shooting of a song sequence in front of the Eiffel Tower for my Tamil film Jeans, which starred a very young Aishwarya Rai, and to Ghost Rider, which had the evergreen Christophe Lambert as one of its stars. Next year I will be producing a film which will be directed by the extremely talented French writer-director Julie Delpy. It has been a great pleasure to work with French and Indian talent in front of and behind the camera. And now the announcement of this new Film Development Fund. I look forward to encouraging greater cooperation and many more co-productions between the cinema industries of France and India. I'm often asked how I have survived 35 years and made over 100 films in a world of make-believe. And my reply is always the same: life is about balance. And for me, that balance comes from my wonderful wife Chitra and from my 2 children, Priya and Milind. I am blessed to have them in my life. Finally, on a very personal note, when I proposed to my wife 27 years ago, I had arranged for the piano player to play As Time Goes By from Casablanca, one of the greatest movies ever made in one of the most romantic cities in the world. So let me leave you with the unforgettable words of Humphrey Bogart: we'll always have Paris. Thank you, and a wonderful evening.
Congratulations, Mr. Amritraj. Thank you very much, Monsieur le Ministre. And thank you to all the guests and participants from India and from France. Until the next rendezvous in Cannes in May 2019, farewell and best wishes. Thank you very much.
किसका उंगली आ रहा है भाई?
ये भाई आवाज मत कर यार, जरा साइलेंस।
मोबाइल किसका आ रहा है?
This event was organized both by the French embassy and our friends and colleagues from India and Indian co-productions in France. Most way indeed.
अरे इतना मुंह में घूम डालेगा तो देखिए। ये पीछे रहो, ज्योति पीछे रहो, ज्योति पीछे रहो।
The presence of footage and images on both countries.
And the main message is that we want more cooperation between India and France. And we French people, we can discover more French films. And I also hope that the French Indian audience can discover the French films on the platforms.
Do you like Indian films, Indian cinema?
Enjoying the luck of having presence of Indian Bollywood movies and Indian movies in general in France. So as much as we can, we go and see them. Yes.
We're expecting more films in France, and we're expecting more distributors of Indian movies in France to come. And there is one film I like. It's called Guns of Possible, and I like the director Anand.
पीछे पीछे थोड़ा पीछे हो।
Sorry, I didn't understand. Oh, well, yes, this was a very interesting meeting for business. We represent the French producers of series and cinema, and I'm sure there will be more sales between the two countries and more remakes and more production. So it was good for business.
And the fact that all the French people could get closer to the Indian professional during these 3 days was profitable for them.
And we invite the Indian professional to come to Cannes Festival next year. You are all invited to.
क्या नो?
No, I'm not speaking Hindi.
Namaste. Namaste.
ठीक है।
Namaskar.
नमस्कार।
Namaste. Let's do starts.
Sir, can you?
Sorry, I have to be back to it.
अरे अरुण
Next year we'll speak Hindi. Yeah. Come back.
मजा
and
चल
we'll
रहा है
speak
क्या?
Hindi.
शुक्रिया।
आज की शाम इंडो फैन मीटिंग में आप भी यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट, आप बताइए आप कितने एक्साइटेड?
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि ये हो रहा है ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज मैं फ्रेंच हूँ और मैं इंडियन हूँ, तो मेरे लिए ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है कि हमारे दोनों देश बात कर रहे हैं आपस में और क्रिएटिवली सोच रहे हैं क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, किस तरह की फिल्म्स हम साथ में बना सकते हैं। तो हाँ, मैं होपफुल हूँ कि कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग काम आएगा इससे।
फ्रांस में इंडियन कैमरा लोग की डिमांड बहुत है, इंडिया की पॉपुलैरिटी बहुत है, इंडियन एक्टर की डिमांड बहुत है। आपको हम ऐसे देखेंगे और भी फिल्में करते हैं।
मतलब मुझे हमेशा कहानी बहुत ज़रूरी है और कहानी की जो कहानी क्या कह रहा है वो मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है। तो अगर एक अच्छा कहानी आता है जिसमें मुझे फ्रेंच या हिंदी में बात करना है, एक्टिंग करना है, तो मैं बिल्कुल करूँगी अगर अच्छा कहानी आएगी। बहुत बॉलीवुड डांसिंग बहुत पसंद है सबको। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि ये हो रहा है, मतलब मेरी फिल्म्स भी वहाँ पे गए हैं और खुश हूँ। ऑब्वियसली हमारे इंडियन डायस्पोरा भी है वहाँ पे और एक्चुअली काफ़ी सारे तमिलियंस भी है और मैं तमिल तमिलनाडु से भी हूँ, मैं साउथ इंडिया में पैदा हुई हूँ, तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
When it comes to scenes, a lot of scenes, when it comes to international cinema, you can talk about some of the intimate scenes and how can you always treat it with a lot of respect, a lot of dignity. Some article have also mentioned that, how many intimate scenes in Bollywood.
I'm not talking about that. Thank you so much.